Hello, everybody, and welcome here to the Sports Talk Network channel, and welcome here tonight to Steve's Wrestling Ramble. We talk about Monday Night Raw, Smackdown Live. Also, giving my response to a video that I saw that was shared in our video chat, or not video chat, but our Twitter chat thread interaction. And also, the news about Smackdown Live heading to Fox Network in October of 2019. Interesting in its own right. But I hope everybody's doing well. If any of my team members or others do join in the episodes even better and stronger. But I think they're still busy with school and work. And otherwise, I mean, it is near the end of the school year. It is also summer starting soon. Hopefully, then we get to summer, Money in the Bank and otherwise, wait for that pay per view, which will be in the beginning of the summer here in a couple of weeks. Then hopefully we'll be able to have some people, have them specifically on the show again, whether weekly or at least more often. So that's going to be nice to have them back. Because only when you do these things by on your own, even though I used to do them on my own all the time. But for now, we move on and we keep talking WWE as I do here. Although I do have guests and others that hopefully we'll have in the future. I go back to my roots and doing this on my own, talking WWE each and every week. Like I said, for tonight, talking Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, some of those things as well, along with the big news of the week being of the Fox Network paying $1 billion to take SmackDown Live show from NBC Universal, and specifically the USA Network, when we get to October 2019. So that in its own right, it's going to be very, very interesting in its own right. But let's talk about build up here to the Money in the Bank. I certainly have enjoyed how, at least on the women's side, they've done the qualifying matches, one match per show each week to get the members for the women's Money in the Bank. As it stands right now, for the men's side, we have Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, The Miz, Rusev, Finn Balor, and one of the members of the New Day, either Kofi Kingston, Big E, or Xavier Woods. One of those will be representing the New Day in the Money in the Bank. And then Thursday, we'll have our final qualifying match, which is Daniel Bryan versus Samoa Joe. That'll be the last entrant, the last person to qualify for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. And on the women's side, for the women's Money in the Bank, we have Lana, Natalya, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Ember Moon, Becky Lynch, and Naomi. Our last spot, which is going to be the fourth representative of Monday Night Raw, and the eighth overall, of course, will be on Raw this upcoming week in the Gauntlet match. Pretty much the rest of the roster on Raw, battling it out for, well, everybody else wrestling the roster that is not Nia Jax or Ronda Rousey, of course. And Alicia Fox is pretty much fired without being fired yet. Part of the Gauntlet match there for the final spot in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I'm hoping for Ruby Bryant, pulling for her. I know Monty's Corner agreed with me on Twitter about that assessment, and hopefully that will be the case. But that is what's going down next, or not next week, with the this upcoming Monday for Monday Night Raw. So this upcoming week, Monday and Tuesday, we'll get the final spots for the men's and women's, and we'll have those matches all set up. Have all 8 women, all 8 men total, so we know who's going to be in the match. Start, if not predicting, but giving our thoughts and kind of slowly but surely picking away at the match and every superstar, and who needs it more, who should get it, fantasy booking and this and that for the next couple of weeks after next week, of who we think could be winning both or either the men's and women's Money in the Bank ladder matches at the pay-per-view, which will be here in the Midwest in Chicago. I still was thinking about going there, but like I said last week, the only way I probably would be going is if WWE gave me some comp tickets. But since that's probably not going to be happening, I'll be enjoying the show at home, and we'll be doing live reactions to both the men's and women's ladder matches, Money in the Bank ladder matches, and doing that as I usually do for the pay-per-views. At least have 2 live reactions along with the review that same night. So people are welcome to subscribe to the channel. If you're not yet subscribed, ring the bell so you know when I go live. Sometimes I don't always go live at the same times, though I try to, but I don't go live right at the top of the hour, whether it's 7, 8, or 9 p.m. Central. So welcome to do that. Also, welcome to follow me on Twitter at WWE_podcast. So that's how everything's set up for the women's and men's ladder matches. We also have the WWE Championship match, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, which is now a last man standing match, because now it's on SmackDown Live. We have the Raw Women's Championship match, Nia Jax facing off against Ronda Rousey. They had their contract signing on Raw. Stephanie McMahon made her grand return. Whether we're good or not, we'll see her every single week, hopefully. But maybe she's just back for this specific storyline, because maybe we might have Ronda Rousey. I know people are talking about Natty turning heel on Ronda. I even heard some ideas of Natty actually winning the briefcase and cashing in on Ronda Rousey. Rousey beating Nia Jax, Natalya cashing in on her, and that being the feud. After Nia, gets the rematch. Well, actually, no. Ronda will get the rematch. Never mind. But that'd be the feud moving forward. I don't have an issue with them. Of course, everybody's opinion I do respect. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, I just have a feeling I saw that both titles will not be changing hands for the women's division, Nia Jax or Carmella. Because on the SmackDown side, the SmackDown Live Women's Champion, Carmella facing off against Asuka. Then we also have a one-on-one contest. This one being from the Raw brand. Roman Reigns is up against Jinder Mahal. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches right now for the pay-per-view event. I'm sure we might get 12 total, 10 total. I mean, Money in the Bank is now one of the big 5, as it were. So that being an extra hour of showtime, beckons a couple more matches to be added. Sure, I would at least think double digits. So we probably get the B team on the pre-show. Maybe it would be awesome to have them on the main show. Either way, that tag team continuing their winning ways at the big pay-per-view like Money in the Bank. Continuing their process of being built up for the B team. Also, might have Big Cass facing off against Daniel Bryan one-on-one. So I think Samoa Joe probably will be winning that final spot for the men's Money in the Bank next Tuesday, sorry. On SmackDown Live in that match there. The Intercontinental U.S. titles to be on the line, I would think. Whether Seth Rollins has an open challenge or not. I've been hearing ideas of Dean Ambrose accepting a challenge, or some other superstar coming back accepting the challenge. Whether or not they'd actually beat Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank, probably not. But either way, that would certainly be awesome as an Ambrose fan, have him back. Though I don't think that would be the way that they would do it. I'm just being honest there. But in regard to the United States Championship match, they just would set up a match, which I've already, depending on the title. I have the title of matches, I have titles being on the line for each and every pay-per-view. Now that you have a dual pay-per-views, all titles on the line all the time. Though then again, will that make that insignificant when we finally get to Clash of Champions, Night of Champions, where every championship has to be on the line? I wouldn't think so. Because I would expect, especially with all pay-per-views, if they're going to be going an extra hour, as I've been hearing, not just for the big 5, but for all pay-per-views, to be longer. Which, if that's going to be the case, WWE then, as I've been saying for years, cares about these quote-unquote B pay-per-views and books them better and stronger. That's what they did try for Great Balls of Fire, the one and only time they had it last year. And caring more and giving those pay-per-views a shot and seeing how everything would go for them. And I would certainly seem and believe that if they do so, championships would be good to be defended each and every pay-per-view. Like I said, Raw, SmackDown. Okay, shows this week. I think SmackDown was better than Raw. Raw had that heinous, horrific, crazy, bad segment with Sami Zayn and the Lashley sisters, quote-unquote sisters, men dressed in drag. That was cringeworthy train wreck, but it was what it was, I guess. And on SmackDown, Andrade Almas, get to see Zelina Vega on WWE television isn't a bad sight for sore eyes either. But I would say SmackDown did better than Raw this week for the shows, and with still 3 weeks so to build Money in the Bank, so we finally do get to the pay-per-view and predictions here at Steve's Wrestling Ramble. These things are just going to be steady as it goes, continuing qualifying matches, or at least this next week, finally ending that, but qualifying matches. And then probably having one-on-one matches, maybe even a battle royal ones with all the members that are qualifying. They might even have that in the go-home show, right? But we'll certainly see. Talk about that at that time. And have each person getting a win or otherwise. So each one looks like, hey, that person can win, that person can win, whatever. And if they have like only a couple like matches like that, like they did even this past week, to me, it's kind of eliminating people. So people who actually win those matches on Raw and SmackDown of participants in men or women's Money in the Bank ladder matches. To me, and the way I've been conditioned as a WWE fan for 20 plus years, and specifically for the past 6 years or however long Money in the Bank's been, long as a pay-per-view or just as an idea, that winning on Raw SmackDown, you're part of this big Money in the Bank ladder match. The odds of you winning the said Money in the Bank ladder match at the pay-per-view event is low. And so maybe hopefully Riot makes it, wins the gauntlet match, and then doesn't win again until Money in the Bank. Doesn't win a match at all until Money in the Bank. Unfortunately, that's the way I have to think as fans of superstars. Get wins at the pay-per-views. But either way, both matches are looking pretty good. Though I do complain a little bit with the women's Money in the Bank ladder match participants. We do have beautiful, talented women, especially Bliss and Flair. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair. But where are our newbies? Meaning new women's roster superstars from the main roster. Like a Ruby Riott. I would think we'd have more than just one, more than just Ruby Riott, and still there's a chance that it might not even be Ruby Riott. Maybe in the end, none of Riott Squad win, and it's Bayley or Banks. They're not deserving of that spot. They are good talents, and we'll make the match stack. But I would be nice to have some sprinkled in new, whether it's a member of Absolution, member of Riott Squad, maybe even having Alicia Fox back and just throwing her in the match. Then again, Lana could be like the Alicia Fox. Either way, a little bit of story, again, nitpicking here, but a little bit of story there aren't more of those newbie superstars. On the women's side of things, the women's division, being part of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Like I would have wanted Mandy Rose and Ruby Riott. I know that's only two, but that's definitely better than zero. And yes, you could say technically Ember Moon being a newbie to the main roster is one in its own right, but Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen because the last spot's going to be given to a Raw superstar. A Raw superstar, because that's the final spot, the fourth and final for the Raw brand, and eighth and final total. Because as I said in the beginning, 4 for Raw, 4 for SmackDown Live for the men's and women's to make the 8 total for the match. Jeez. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to be talking about for Raw and SmackDown individually. My response to the Wrestling with Regret video about JBL and Jinder Mahal's title reign. I enjoyed both of their title reigns. JBL, Jinder Mahal. I say Jinder Mahal was a good WWE champion. I enjoyed his time as champion. And which one do I think would be better, JBL or Jinder Mahal? If I would say Jinder Mahal is better WWE champion than JBL, but I enjoyed both of their title reigns. That's for dang sure. For dang sure. And yeah, I remember the superstars that we have today than the superstars we have in JBL's time when he was the champion for the reign that he had. How things are different then and now, and with the brand split then and brand split now. How it though helped both superstars to become what they were, to become WWE champions in the first place. And all the situations in regards to both superstars. But I still would say Jinder Mahal for the W. And now onto the news about SmackDown Live going to Fox. Cool. And then they really got a cool amount of money for it, getting $1 billion from Fox to air their show. I hope that means it will be on the actual Fox channel, not on like Fox Sports 1 or some side channel on cable again, but actually on their main network, because talk about a win for WWE to be kind of legitimized as sports entertainment to be on one of the four major networks and on, or specifically the four major networks and on their actual network, their main channel. And for them to be on Fox, if that was the case, I certainly wouldn't have any issue with it. I certainly would enjoy SmackDown Live. And I certainly would hope it also stays SmackDown Live. Again, every Tuesday. That's for sure. Trying to see if there's any other WWE news. There's news here that I see about some other things, political TV shows and other things I see here. Stuff President Trump did today, reaction to 13 Reasons Why, the TV show on Netflix, and other things. But in regards to WWE and wrestling, not too much else news. If you are watching live, welcome to say hi. And if there is something you want me to talk about that I did forget about, in regards to WWE, Raw, SmackDown, or whatever, welcome to share that. Again, like I said, hopefully my team members will be able to join in the next couple of weeks. I won't count. I probably won't see them again until the prediction show. So if there's others out there that are interested to be on the show during these in between times, I guess, let me know. Tweet at me, slide my DMs, whatever, on Twitter, otherwise at WWE_podcast here on YouTube itself, Facebook or wherever, where you can find me, and let me know if you want to be a co-host for the between the pay-per-views stuff, meaning pay-per-view predictions and reviews. Because usually my team members are very busy and not able to join. But either way, I hope you all did enjoy this episode of Steve's Wrestling Ramble. I hope you all stay safe. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your day. I will be back next Monday. So happy Memorial Day to everybody that celebrates. I, as an Army veteran, does for sure. And above all else, as always, take care.